Yo, 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 what's good? What's good? What's popping? What's popping? What's good? What's popping, guys? What's popping? What's good? All right, so extremist talking points need to die in these spaces, man, because one, okay, there's plenty of issues that plague so-called black YouTube. And one of these issues that plague this side of YouTube are these very ignorant and extreme off the wall talking points that isn't supported by any real evidence whatsoever, that goes too far to the left or too far to the right, that's extreme and unbalanced. What's going on, guys? Seeking my creator, spiritual logic, aka Hulk. What's up? A lot of these talking points need to fucking die. You know, like, let me give you an example. Uh, Earlier today, I was on a live stream, right, where someone in the comments section made a statement stating that all females are prostitutes, right? So I asked this person who made the statement on the chat to provide evidence proving that every single female are exchanging sexual favors for money. Because if you're going to make an argument, you have to prove with facts that this argument is true. And of course, this person was not able to do that. But instead, what this person was ended up doing, instead of providing documentation to prove his or her point, this person would play these games where they would either deflect from answering the question by asking me to prove that all females are not, which is a pathetic thing to do, or they'll give hypothetical scenarios, right, and present them as if they're evidence when that's not true. So these off the wall talking points need to die in this side of YouTube, because what they do is that they just show how unintelligent a lot of people are on this side of YouTube. They make people look stupid. When you make these types of extreme talking points that's not backed up or proven by any fact, you end up looking dumb. You look dumb, you look unintelligent. And the thing is, that's contrary to what so-called black YouTube intended to be, because so-called black YouTube, like the original pioneers of so-called black YouTube, were intelligent so-called black people who base things off of actual facts. So once again, when you have these types of retards who infiltrate these spaces, right, and try to promote these off the wall and unbalanced talking points, what you have, like I said in my prior video, is a dumbing down of that internet community. You know, you know what I'm saying? You know, I see you got, I see you making comments, seeking my creator. I'll get to your comments in a moment, right? But I need to get this out first. Yeah, talking about how all females are prostitutes and stuff like that, when there's no evidence to back them up. And once again, like I said before, when I asked this person to provide evidence proving beyond a shadow of a doubt that all females exchange sexual favors for money, this person will play these games. They will give these hypothetical scenarios as examples, saying that, well, what about gifts? When you give gifts when the male gives a gift to a female, they give it because they want to gain. They provide the gift to the female because they want to supposedly have sexual access from this female. But and then claim that that scenario is evidence to back up his statement. I said, no, what that is, it's a hypothetical scenario. A hypothetical scenario is not evidence to prove that a statement is true. That's a hypothetical scenario that's based off of an assumption. Okay, you're assuming the reason why a male purchase a gift to and give it to a female. You're assuming why. That's not proof to provide to support your arguments. You know, this is why. Once again, this is why we need to properly gatekeep these online communities in order to prevent these retards from coming into these spaces and making ignorant statements like that. But then, but going on to what I to this story, right? When once again, when I advise this person to provide documentation to back up his or her argument to prove that all females are prostitutes, this person would then turn around, like I said before, ask me to provide proof that all females are not prostitutes. And I had to remind this person that, hey, listen, you're the one making the argument that all females are prostitutes. And remember, the burden of proof is on the one making the argument, which is you. Okay. So therefore, you have to prove that your argument is true. It is not the person who asks for evidence to have to prove that the argument is not true. Okay. The in any given debate or conversation or argument, it's the person making the argument that has to prove that their argument is true. If they're unable to prove that their argument is true, then by default, their argument is untrue. All right. Come on now. Come on now. And then this types of and this is the type of lack of balance that exists in this side of YouTube. Now, granted, of course, anybody with common sense know that there's a certain sect of females who are no good females, right? But common sense would tell us that, of course, not every females fit that description. Just like there's a certain sect of males who ain't shit, who are no good males. But we can't say that every single male fits that description, right? That's common sense. It doesn't take a genius to understand that. But when you go to the deep end and go as far as to say all people from a certain group fits that description, you got to prove that. You have to prove that. And I'm sure that this person have not met every single female in the entire world in order to come to that conclusion. But these are the types of retarded statements, these unbalanced, illogical, irrational talking points that need to fucking die, because these things really make the male gender look bad. When you have an online community that is supposed to be based upon empowering the empowerment and the upliftment of black males, but then you have these types of people who infiltrate the online community saying some shit like that, it actually destroys what sincere males are trying to do when it comes to uplifting and empowering the black male. See, these types of people destroy progress with their illogical and irrational talking point that make us males look retarded. You know, these talking points have to go. This is why it's very important to be factually based. If you're going to state something as if it's a fact, then you have to have undisputed documentation to support your statement. We have to be factually based. And if someone makes a statement, we have to challenge that statement by by demanding that this person prove that their statement is true. If not, then the statement is false automatically. I mean, I've been in these spaces and heard too many of these illogical, off the wall talking points. Like, for example, right? There's this talking point where people believe that marriage is tricking. That if a male decides to get married, then he's a trick, right? Then he's a trick. And I hope when people make that argument that they understand what they're talking about. Because a lot of people in these spaces who tend to say that marriage is tricking, at the same time, They like to shame females who are not married by a certain age, especially if they have children. They love to shame single mothers for having children not being married. So, but if marriage is tricking by that logic, right? Because they like to say that a male who who gets a so-called legal marriage by the state, he's a contractual trick, right? Or a John. So, likewise, what you're saying is that the wife in such marriage is a prostitute. Therefore, if that's the case, therefore, you can't shame any female who's not married, no matter how old they are, no matter if they have children, because according to you, a female who gets married is a prostitute. So if a female in that predicament does not get married, then according to your logic, that female is avoiding quote unquote prostitution. You get what I'm saying? So when you guys make these statements, you have to realize what you're saying, because these statements can be can be refuted in so many ways. I mean, people can make holes through these statements in so many damn ways, which is why it is necessary to not make these off the wall and illogical statements, man. I mean, all females have access to the pro lifestyle just as much as all people have access to the drug game. All people have access to murder somebody. All people have access to rob somebody. But that doesn't necessarily mean that they'll choose to do that. You know, all people have access to commit rape or grape or SA. But that doesn't mean all people will choose that. You get what I'm saying? We can't like I mean, like, what is it with a lot of people on here making these types of retarded statements? This is why I sincerely believe that there is a a m- great mass of people on here who have mental issues, because these people who make these statements actually believe this shit. And I look at them as, damn, man, something wrong with you when you believe this type of bullshit. You know, I'm not trying to diss anybody. Now, Gino, I'm not trying to diss you by making that statement. I'm not trying to say that something's wrong with you. I'm just making a general statement when I'm saying that. So it's not, I'm not saying that you're that way, Gino. You know what I'm saying? But well, yeah, man. You know, I I mean, we people go. I mean that people go off the wall when they make these extreme statements by stating that all people within a certain group are this way and all people within a certain group are that way, as if there's no nuance to these things, you know and then the thing and then once again, like I said before, when going back to me being on this panel, when it comes to this person making that statement, when I question that person and ask that person to provide documentation to prove their point, they would then turn around and tell me, oh, that person later on, after he or she failed to provide evidence to prove that his or her argument is true, they turn around and tell me something to the nature of, well, are you claiming that there are no females who are prostitutes? I'm like, dude, no one ever said that or insinuated that. you know of course there are females who are prostitutes, but your argument is that all females are prostitutes. So you have to prove that that's true. Right, right. People don't want to think nor be accountable. Hold on, let me get back to Seeking My Creator's comment. Seeking My Creator says, he could have said the vast majority of women are exactly pragmatic and use emotional excuses. Right. He said there are dumb people and dumb statements. Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true. There are dumb people and dumb statements. You know, and these types of and once again, these types of extremist statements, these off the wall statements need to fucking die, because these statements are not intelligent. These are not statements and arguments that intelligent people make. These are statements, these are statements that people make when they base things off of emotionalism. People are emotional when people are emotional, when they have a certain issue with a certain group of people, then they make these outlandish statements, you know, you know. Same thing going back to the statement of, marriage is tricking and stuff like that. Now don't get me wrong. I understand that within the United States that there are a lot of laws that 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 are in the female's favor if said female choose to get a divorce if they're married, right? Thus puts a male in a very vulnerable position. But that's not tricking. That's just unfairness and unbalance within the laws or the policies concerning marriage and divorce in America. You know, because when it comes to marriage, when the male gets married, contrary to popular belief, he gets married for reasons that have way more to do than just sex. It's funny because in these spaces, people want to spread the belief that males get married for sexual access. And in 2024, that's definitely not true when there's so many whores that exist in the society that you get sexual access from without having to marry them. As a matter of fact, throughout the history of man, there have been whores and whorehouses where males can be sexually satisfied without having any long-term commitment with these females. I mean, like the old saying goes, that prostitution is the oldest profession in the book. Even the scriptures speak about prostitution. So prostitution have always existed. Therefore, whores always existed. Therefore, males always had sexual access without having to be without having to have a commitment or match with the female. So therefore, males always had the opportunity to get sexual access without marrying a female. So making this illogical statement that males marry for sexual access is damn stupid. It's dumb. You when some of you guys say that, you make it seem as if males don't have the capability to actually have genuine love for a woman and want to start a family. Thus, what you're doing is actually proving the points of people like Princella Clark to be correct, because this is the narrative that people like the so-called queen maker Princella Clark stand on. She believes that the male gender do not have the ability to love someone, when that's not true. But when you make such statements such as males get married for sexual access, you're basically saying that shit. You guys don't understand. And some of you guys don't understand that when you come on here and make these outlandish statements, you actually make people like Princella Clark and Cynthia G look as if their points are correct. You guys don't understand that shit. So these outlandish statements, these extremist and off the wall and unbalanced statements need to go. They need to die. Whatever happened to being intelligent and basing things off of actual facts? I can't stand it when a bunch of retards come on here and say some stupid and outlandish shit that's not backed up by any sort of fact whatsoever. It's not even backed up by common sense or reality, man. I mean, I don't know what type of I don't know. I don't know what type of experiences or what type of trauma a lot of you motherfuckers went through to come to these stupid ass conclusions. I don't know what type of strong ass marijuana or cocaine that you guys are ingesting for to come to that conclusion. It got to be something. It had to be what I don't the pills that y'all be popping. I don't know. I don't know, man. But whatever it is, put that shit down. Maybe it's this new strand of weed that y'all motherfuckers be smoking. I don't know. If it is, put that shit down. I know. This is why I believe that crack cocaine have made a comeback in Black America, man. That vintage 1982 crack cocaine made a fucking comeback, man. Because a lot of you motherfuckers have to be high on that strong ass crack in order to come up with such stupid ass statements, man. Also when it comes to this outlandish shit that people believe that women's rights must be removed. That's so fucking stupid. Remove women's rights. And I'm not even a fucking feminist. I have my disagreements with feminists, but at the same time, I do believe that every citizen, regardless of gender, regardless of their race or ethnicity or religion or social class or economic class, deserve to have their full constitutional rights acknowledged and respected. So when you got people saying that we have to remove women's rights and that the reason why that there's so much issues between males and females in America is because of women's rights, that sounds stupid. So you're saying that in order for the relationship between males and females to be better, that females must not have any rights whatsoever. So they must not have the right to get an education. Females must not must no longer have the right to gain equal employment opportunities, right? Okay. So therefore that means that the majority of males must be able to take care of a whole household with their income alone. Guess what? In this modern day society, most males are not able to do that because most households need more than one income in order to survive in this day and age when the cost of living is only getting higher and higher. Shoot, most of you niggas are not even able to take care of your own goddamn selves. Like most of these niggas that make that statement, right? I believe are being taken care of by some female, whether it's their mamas, their grandmamas, their aunties, their baby mamas, their girlfriends, or some shit coming up saying all types of stupid ass shit. Right. All because men refuse to control themselves, right? Oh, I would not be surprised, seeking my creator. Cocaine might be an airborne virus by now. Oh, yeah. That shit might be airborne, man. That vintage 1982 cocaine might be airborne. That pure shit straight from Colombia that's not even stepped on and shit. Yeah, because it has to be some sort of cause that would make people this damn retarded to come into these spaces and make such stupid ass comments. Niggas are fucking stupid. I'm telling you, like a lot of you so-called black males that come on here are so fucking stupid. Y'all some stupid motherfuckers, man. Not all of you. I'm not saying you guys in the comment section are stupid, but in general, a lot of motherfuckers on here are dumb. Straight up fucking dumb. Straight up fucking dumb. Like, where do you find these people? I mean, for you old school cats, right? Who grew up in the 1990s, you probably remember this talk show called The Richard Bay Show, right? I was a child when this talk show uh, um, aired on television, right? It was called The Richard Bay Show. It was a talk show where it was like the Jerry Springer show before Jerry Springer became popular, right? It was a very outlandish show. And one of the most popular phrases that the host Richard Bay would say is, "Where do you find these people?" Where do you find these people? And I have to use that same statement when it comes to a lot of these retarded people in these spaces that come on here and make these outlandish, unbalanced, uneducated statements. Where do you find these people? What up, Simply Deep? What up? Where do you find these fucking people? You know, I remember on Facebook, there was this one incel, right? He admitted that he was an incel, right? He had the nerve to go on Facebook and try to dictate males with children on how to raise their daughters, even though he has no children and never experienced raising children, right? He tried to inform males or advise males to not send their daughters to college. He really advised that. He said that males with daughters should not send their daughters to college because if they do that, that their daughters will become whores and become very sexually active. So I sat back and I sat back and I thought about that statement. I'm like, okay, this motherfucker is pretending as if colleges are the only places where people can be promiscuous. When in reality, people can be sexually promiscuous almost anywhere. You don't need to go to college to be sexually promiscuous. You could be a college dropout or high school dropout and still be sexually promiscuous. A motherfucker can go, a motherfucker can go outside, go to the supermarket, go grocery shopping, find somebody in that grocery store and go to their house or a hotel room and be sexually promiscuous with. In this day and age, you can go anywhere and be sexually promiscuous. So, with that logic, if you think that someone can be sexually promiscuous in college, if they're sent to college, when in reality they can be sexually promiscuous anywhere, you might as well lock that motherfucker inside of your house and hold them captive, which is illegal, by the way. But preventing your child to get a college education at a fear that they may be sexually promiscuous is an ignorant thing to do. And if anyone is that dumb to take advice from an incel with no children and do some stupid shit like that, I question their mental health. These niggas is dumb. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. The internet gives people who live in their imagination a public voice. And shout out to a content creator by the name of Kevin Kelly, because Kevin Kelly would always repeat the statement that Bill Cosby would make. According to him, he would state that Bill Cosby was always say that the internet gives insignificant people a voice. And if Bill Cosby in fact did say that, I'm not saying he didn't say that, but I'm saying if he in fact did say that, then he's 100% correct. The internet gives insignificant people a voice. Or like spiritual logic would say, the internet gives people who live in their imagination a public voice. Same thing, same thing in context. And when these insignificant, deranged, mentally ill, degenerate ass people have a voice on here, they promote talking points that are extremely illogical and irrational. But nonetheless, these irrational, illogical talking points for somehow become popular. This shit is so damn dumb. I'm telling you, there is a lack of balance when it comes to people on the internet, especially on so-called black social media. These talking points need to die. These retarded talking points need to die. Especially if we're talking about especially if people are professing to be for the empowerment of the black male and before the advancement of the so-called black male, then we definitely have to kill these talking points, because these talking points that are promoted, that are created and promoted by black males on here, are making black males as a whole look bad. Therefore, these talking points need to fucking die. They need to die. They need to die. Because these talking points are like a cancer to the upliftment and advancement of black males in the society. Because they make us look bad. Talking about, you know, females shouldn't have any rights. What type of shit is that? People don't think when they make these types of stupid ass points. They don't think. Right, right. Correct. Spiritual logic. That's why subscriber supremacy means so much to them. It's the only way they create the illusion of credibility, by catering to the abundance of fools. Exactly. Exactly. You know, the a lot of the stagnation creators on here who promote these type is will promote ignorant talking points and outlandish talking points would always resort to subscriber supremacy, saying that, well, I have this many subscribers, in order to try to make it seem as if what they're saying is legit, instead of actually providing documentation to prove that their argument is legit. I have this many subscribers. All that means is that you have this many retards who are dumb enough to believe what the fuck you say. That doesn't mean that what you're saying is true. Oh, well, I have 50,000 subscribers. Well, that's 50,000 dumbass niggas. That's all that means. That doesn't prove that what you're saying is true. It just proves that motherfuckers who follow you are just as dumb as you are. That's all it means, motherfucker. Yeah. There's too many dumb people on this side of YouTube, man. Too many dumbass people. And them dumbass niggas wouldn't survive the test of time during the 1.0 era, because we'll shut their asses down. You know, he said they on the same level of cat and twerk videos. Well, spiritual logic, I'll go as far as to say that they're beneath the level of cat and twerk videos. You know, they'll beneath the level of cat and twerk videos. You know, at least cat videos, right? Like the cat that's in the videos are more intelligent than these retards that come on here and make these dumbass statements. You know, and when it comes to twerk videos, you know, at least most of the people that make twerk videos, they're at least straightforward when it comes to why they go on social media and shake they stink behind. You know, they're looking to just make money and just entertain, while these retards come on here and make the claim that they're for the upliftment of the black male populace or the upliftment of the black populace, when really they're not. Shit, you know. So these retards are beneath the level of cat and twerk videos. Too many stupid people on here, dog. Too many very stupid people on here. Very stupid. Very remedial people on here. There's a high level of remedial individuals on here who are not well read. They're not well studied, but yet want to come on here and have an opinion on certain topics that they have little to no knowledge in, you know, and coming up with these extremist talking points, with these off the wall, outlandish talking points. You know, you even have people make dumbass talking points such as so-called black males of a certain age need to stop wearing fitted caps. I'm like, what? According to whom? So you mean to tell me that if you're of a certain age, you need to stop wearing a hat? Huh? Like who are you to make that determination? Who are you to make that point? Like stupid talking points, man. I'm like, like, how are you guys coming up with these stupid arguments? What is wrong with you motherfuckers? I would like to give a special shout out to Free Zone Lou, because Free Zone Lou, he makes his content, right? When he makes his content, his video series called the Community Tapes, right? Right. Oftentimes he would show a clip of Khalid Muhammad saying, "This is a sick Negro," right? This is a sick Negro. And that's what I have in my mind when a lot of you Negroes come on here and make these dumbass statements that you're sick. This is a sick Negro. You motherfuckers are sick in the goddamn head, man. And these sick people have got to go. They have to leave this damn space with their outlandish, extremist, off the wall talking points, man. You know, we, you know, we have to go back to being an online community where we are factually based, where if someone is going to make a statement and present these statements as facts, it has to there has to be documentation to prove that that statement is true. Okay. And we have to demand this person provide evidence. That's the most important part. We can't just sit down and believe what someone says is true just because we supposedly like their content. We have to demand that this person provide evidence to support their argument. If not, then we have to acknowledge that by default that their argument is not true. With these dumbass niggas making these outlandish talking points. What up? What's going on? What's going on? Home of the official YouTube purge, aka Auntie. What's going on? What's up? You know, all talking about all females are prostitutes, or all females are all females are naturally evil, and all males are this, and all males get married because they want sexual access. Like, all this stupid ass all this stupid ass shit. Niggas are dumb, man. I'm tired of hearing these. I don't know about you guys that's listening to me, but I'm about very tired of hearing these dumbass talking points, man. These very stupid talking points. I'm very tired of hearing that shit, man. Because it doesn't make any sense. But this is the message that you're sending to the younger generation of people that might be listening to this bullshit and that might be influenced by the content of this shit. It might believe that crap. Nah, man, I can't get with that shit. You know, like what did Michael Blackson say in Next Friday? I can't get jiggy with this shit. Nah, I can't get jiggy with that shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah, man. These outlandish talking points have got to go. They have got to die. They have got to die. Yeah. They claim, yes, spiritual logic. They claim that all men are tricks and all women are prostitutes. Like, where do you get the basis of that argument from? Like, what documentation proves that all this stuff is true? You know, like these same individuals make the claim that if a male takes a female out on the date, that automatically that's tricking. Like when logically speaking, tricking or being a John is when a male pays a female to have sex with them. But if a male takes a female out on a date in order to spend time with the female because they're interested in one day having a relationship with the female, so they take the female out on a date and enjoy and spend time together so they can get to know each other, to understand each other more, to see if there is a future with the both of them relationship wise. Motherfuckers will consider that to be fucking tricking. Like it goes to show you that motherfuckers who say that have no real experience when it comes to relationships and dating, but they want to come on here and have an opinion on shit that they're not experienced in. Fucking dumbass people, man. I'm telling you, man. Yo, you know what? I'm to the point now that I'm gonna go back to the old me, where I'm going to really disrespect a lot of motherfuckers that say some dumbass shit. I'm gonna go back to being real fucking disrespectful, man, because I've been a little bit too nice the past few years. Shoot, listen. You guys need to speak to Mike V, Soul and Black, um, or other people on how I used to be back in the day on YouTube. I was extremely disrespectful to niggas that would say some stupid shit. I'm gonna go back to that because I need to tear these motherfuckers up, man. There's too many fucking retards say some retarded ass shit, like some fucking dumbasses, man. You know, taking a female out on a date is tricking. Stupid motherfuckers. That's some dumbass shit. You know, it's just like when people take the term simp out of context, you know, or by going as far as to state that if you're a male and you're just showing courtesy and being polite to a female, you're being a simp. If you give a female a compliment and you're a male, you're a simp. When that's not even the definition of a fucking simp. These niggas are fucking retarded, man. And it's mostly so-called black males that's doing this retarded shit. It's mostly so-called black males that's doing this retarded shit, or males in general. It's not even the females that's doing this shit. As problematic as some females may be, as dumb as some of these females may be, it's mainly these males that's doing this retarded shit and that's promoting these retarded talking points. These niggas are stupid as fuck, man. That's why I'm saying these talking points need to die. They need to be debunked, discredited, and thrown in the fucking garbage. Oh, well, Soul and Black. Well, Soul and Black is on rumble.com. Okay. So you have to go to rumble.com and look up and put patriotic vet. One word. Patriotic vet. Patriotic and the word vet, VET, in one word. And that's his channel on rumble.com. I'm going to put it in the comment section. Hold on. Okay, so Patriotic Vet on rumble.com is Soul and Black's channel. And Pink Elephant, his channel is still on YouTube, right? He don't make content anymore, but his video's still up there. But it's one word, and you got to put Pink with 2 K's. So it's PINKK and the word elephant. Singular, not plural. One word, Let me put it. That's his name. That's his screen name on YouTube. Pink Elephant. It's with 2 K's and elephants. That's singular. Yeah, Soul and Black haven't been on YouTube for years. He refuses to be on YouTube. He doesn't like YouTube for good reason. So he's exclusively on rumble.com. He still makes content on Rumble. So yeah. So you could see yeah, like I said, his Handle on Rumble is called Patriotic Vet. Yeah. But yeah. All right, but I'm out of here, man. I'm out of here. Peace.